What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're on the Lights Army. However, we are going to cheat. One thing I really want to push is the Void campaign. I'm pretty sure we could probably push with just our Lights Army. We'll see how far that takes us today. However, I might want to rebuild our Therapist Blood Betty just for pushing these types of waves, because let's be honest, a round 1 CC from Betty is just such a ridiculously powerful thing, especially when you're using her noble core. So we'll see how far we can get by without that today. I do need to make one change. I put a crown onto our Eos, and I want to put the Rui Scepter back on because Rui and her seems like a pretty sick combo, and I do think we can get into Chapter 8 a decent amount with this team. However, there's probably going to be a couple waves where we just absolutely need the Therapist Blood Betty. I kind of hope that we don't. Let me just make that one change because I was considered doing it. You can see I actually even took the time. I put this over here. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. Then I'm like, well, maybe we see how far we can make it first. We already have this Dragon Rui. We even have additional power now. He's up to almost 140 million. We put the last point in? No, we can't. We're still waiting to level up this too, just so you guys know. We're basically just waiting to finish Whisper World, and then we'll get one more of the Star Souls. So we're really close. We're like on the cusp of making it happen. So let's see how far we can take it with our light team with Queen. I think what we'll do is we'll drop Queen for Betty if we absolutely need to, because until what? Christmas time? Christmas should be the next time we get a light hero, because we had 2 dark heroes, Chinese New Year and Anniversary were dark heroes, so we should get a light hero coming up soon. And holy cow, let's just be honest, Doom Terminator Vulcan is not a great round 1 active hero, but he is still absolutely destroying enemies with his damage output. It is insane. And honestly, the survivability of our squad is going up because of our life star. We picked the one essentially that gives us dodge chances, which is really good. And when we can get it leveled up even further, it gives even better survivability to our team. So let's just see how this goes. There are 2 Holmes Youngs, which could be problems, but again, we should be able to get some crowd control off, which shouldn't be too big of a deal, so long as Eos does not die, which she did not. And that was, oh, never mind. We just basically won. Never mind, we won. And now this one, typically this would be a very difficult wave because the burn damage is insanely hard to deal with from the Valkyries. And if you are running a Betty, you're basically burning yourself every time you control the Valkyries. Now, maybe we get rid of the Core of Origin here on the Vulcan and pick something else because it might trigger additional burn damage. Or let's just see if he can actually one-shot them. That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah. That just solves all the problems. Just one-shot everything with a Doom Terminator Vulcan. Now, to be honest, if we had like the same type of team but we had dark heroes, I feel like this would be going so much better. If we made like a Star Swordsman Mockman themed account with like a Lord of Fear Aspen that's powered up and all these other things, it could still be good. This one could be sketchy as well, so there's a lot of things up with this wave. Number 1, Sherlock's Reflect CC. Number 2, Holmes Young throws a ton of those poison potions, and if they get an active in round 2, they will CC our entire team. Sherlock can also dove our Vulcan like we saw right here, and then there's Penny as well. Penny does crazy AoE damage, and on top of that, she has Reflect Armor, so the first time she gets hit, basically the hero that hits her is going to immediately die. So you can see right here, this is not going to go well for us at all because our Vulcan is CC'd. He even got CC'd again. Not going well. All things considered, we did a lot of damage considering our Vulcan was CC'd, but yeah, let's keep going at it here. Let's see what we can get. I've been kind of considering making like an S tier, instead of an S tier Asmonel, making like an S tier Doppelganger Natalia, but they're like all 150,000 plus. We only have like 75, 80,000 starry gems, and I'm really not looking to spend much when it comes to starry gems right now. This is looking good though. Vulcan might get a pretty good clear here. Got an okay clear with some CC, but that was not enough damage. Let me actually check our Vulcan and see how he is set up right now. Skill damage, precision. A lot of skill damage there. We have what? Precision, crit, control immunity. We can do without the control immunity right now. I think maybe go for full armor break. Although I don't remember what the treasure train is giving us at this point. We do have to take a look at our bonuses. So, Transcendence Heroes, nothing there. Warriors, I don't think there's any armor break. Void Campaign, there's got to be some armor break in here somewhere. We get 23% armor break, so that means we don't really need it because that puts us well over the cap. So I feel like crit, I think 60 is a little too much. I think what we do, maybe just some holy damage, some additional hits, because we hit so many times now with our Vulcan that if we just get a holy damage extra couple hits in, that could add up really fast. So essentially round one, we just need Sherlock not to single target CC the Vulcan. That's not much to ask. That's a 1 in 6 chance on each one of them. First one hit. Yep, second one hit. We're good to go. Now let's see what type of destruction we can unleash right here. So Vulcan gets to go. Eos can get to go and get some crowd control off. He does die, of course. This was really, really close. We honestly need Yorm Tum to come through clutch here. Why do I have a mirror on Yorm Tum? I think it was because for like the boss, right? Man, actually, you know what? Some of these items that we have on these heroes don't make much sense right now because we're not going against a boss. I just realized that, and I'm stupid. So going for other things like maybe more damage, or all damage dealt there. We got the Rui here. We got some improper items, it seems like. So we do need to go ahead and change those. What does Queen have? Queen needs something just a little more tanky as well. Honestly, just a regular crown should suffice. Whoops. Big whoops on that one. I feel like we should be able to get to chapter 8 here today. We just got a few more stages to go. This is probably going to be one of the harder ones that are left over. We'll have to see. Yorm Tum taking a lot of hits, but just need him to survive to like 1 basic or active, just some extra damage here. There's a lot of AoE going on though. Man, wow, did they just snipe us right there. That was rough. Honestly, maybe going back for some more armor break would be the better play here from the Vulcan. Maybe? Because it feels like the holy damage is doing okay, but if we can get through all of their armor, his damage will be doing insane amounts. Man, even got CC'd in round 2 here. Natalia is so freaking strong with that crown too. She's just trucking along. Could you imagine if she carries us through the rest of this win? Maybe we should get an S tier of her. Like, maybe it would be worthwhile. I just don't know if I want to spend on it right now. She's gonna die from the reflect, but like that was surprisingly decent. Do we care about control on this one, or should we use a different noble core? That's the next question. Need a little bit of RNG here, just some lucky hits, some lucky dodges. We need everybody to survive, I feel like. It's definitely tankier now that we have all those crowns on our heroes as well, which is nice to see. Come on, big damage. Yeah, that holy damage did not do well right there. Not at all. Yorm Tum, healthy. He has a chance maybe next round with Natalia to do something big. There's only 1 hit here. It's nice having Eos die too, because it does have a chance to drain energy from someone, which is really helpful with the Holmes Youngs. So let's try just switching him back now to armor. Let's just go overkill on armor break. We're just taking every last bit of armor off the table. Let's see what it does. It's just crazy that like nobody else does damage nowadays compared to your main carry, just because of the way everything works with these life stars. It would probably be worthwhile for me to unlock a second life star on a second hero like Natalia potentially. Let's have to see how that turns out. We lost the queen, not a big deal. Yeah, that armor break kind of feels better. Still pretty healthy though, that's the downside here. Yormtum could get an active off here, but there's 2 actives from the Holmes Young. The chances of him not getting dubbed is pretty slim, but yeah, there it goes. I was like, but it could happen. You never know. We still have 2 really strong heroes up that I could maybe do something here. I don't know. The fact that our main hero, our DTV is down, means his ability is no longer going to happen. The freeze effect. We do have an active though. Not enough. It's close. It's really, really close. I wonder if we should build towards a tankier Vulcan. But then we can't get like the crowd control off either. Oh man, this is so rough. And even if we do crowd control, like the pennies already went, so she has her armor that stops control effects. Sherlock's reflect it. So honestly, going for like the CC strategy doesn't seem to be very smart on our behalf. Yeah, that's just way too many alive. We're gonna get eaten alive this round, I think. Man, could you imagine though if we built Natalia as a second strongest hero? Like, that could be insanely good. The positive of going for an S tier Asmodel though is we can invest a lot more stats into our Vulcan. So the only thing I would change potentially is going to somebody else's ability. Roll and all damage reduction. Honestly, I think out of everybody's, when Everlasting Sun is triggered, additionally increases all allies damage reduction, attribute reduction effect. When Engulfing is triggered, increases damage reduction. I think his is probably going to be the better one here, just because we're going to get more survivability out of this. It just sucks we have to go through so many hits every single time. The question is, would a Therapist Blood Betty be better for us? The answer is I really don't know, because then we're reflecting 2 CCs back on us, but there is a chance that we just CC the entire enemy team right out of the gate and we don't take any damage in round 1. Vulcan being CC'd right there is awfully sad. We resisted 1. We got hit with the second one. We'll do a couple more attempts. I don't want to run this like forever, but I'm feeling like we should probably run Betty. I feel like Betty as a like Destiny Transition 1, like just basically just unlock Destiny Transition and let it be at that might be the best play here. Come on, Vulcan, you got this. Big damage, biggest active skill yet right here. That didn't feel great at all. That really did not feel great. Oh, we're leaving too many up on the table. And you saw right there, Asmodel hit really, really hard. His active skill literally killed one of the pennies, which is huge. The problem is, I think, the Sherlock swapping abilities too. We're just running into too many of those. We do have a Yormtum up, though. He was dazzled, so he literally went and attacked every single enemy. All right, let's get one more good hit in. Let's change back away from armor break, because again, I feel like the armor break's probably a little bit overkill here. Yeah, let's do one more change. Not you. Let's go to you. Change it from armor break. Again, I guess holy damage or skill damage is really the only other 2 things to do. I think crit damage should be capped out no matter what. One more try, man. I'll tell you what, Sherlock Holmes and stuff are just so annoying. I feel like at this point, though, it's the Holmes Youngs that are like the truly annoying targets here. We just need to not get dubbed. There we go. I'll take it. There's going to be a lot of damage coming in from Penny. But a lot of people didn't even proc their shield yet, which is really nice to see. That was like, again, he's not getting really good actives at all. I wish there was a way to slow him down, but it's not really possible. I guess we could just hope to high roll. Man, I don't know. We'll have to see. So today's question to you, is it fair if I use a Therapist Blood Betty? Is it cheating? Because again, I was gonna build her up anyway. just for this, just for pushing. I literally started to. I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't. So should we run Betty? Because again, we have that Dragon Rui, which could be insanely strong too. We have a Noble Core for her. We can get her to Destiny Transition. We just gotta invest it. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.